The career profile job that I picked was a family therapist, and this required master's degree and quite a bit of experience for this position. The example organization that I found an open position for a family therapist was the Family Resource Center. Their website is www.frcmo.org, and they're located on South Kings Highway in St. Louis, Missouri. I don't personally know anybody that works in this career field yet, although I have a sister-in-law that is graduating this semester with her master's degree in family therapy. She lives in Albuquerque, and I haven't had a chance to talk to her because she's been so busy. She has 4 kids and has been trying to finish up her last semester, but she would definitely be a good resource if that's the direction that I choose to go with my career. The working environment, what I found from my readings was this type of career can really be with any size organization, from being self-employed as a family therapist to working for a city or a small company, large company. It really can vary just depending on what you're looking for and where the need is. And then the hours can vary depending on who your employer is or how much work you personally take on. If you're working for yourself, if you're self-employed, you can dictate how many hours you want to work for how many cases you'd like to take on. The particular position I found does state that it was full-time and that the caseload would be 15 to 18 or more families. As I don't have experience in what a caseload really requires, that doesn't mean too much to me, so I'm not sure if that's average or, maybe it depends on where you live or what type of issues that you'll be dealing with. So obviously the more experience you have in this area would give you a better idea of what kind of hours you'd be working. Typical stressors that I think would be with this job would a lot of emotional stress probably, and not getting caught up in the emotional aspects of your caseloads. Not that you don't want to have empathy and show feeling, but try not to take on other, being codependent and take on other people's issues. You may see a lot of really sad history and stories with abuse or neglect, and I imagine that those can be really hard to deal with. I didn't really see much about benefits. Again, if you're working for yourself, you're going to have to purchase your own, health insurance and whatnot. The career I found didn't say anything about benefits. I'm assuming that it would probably offer, health insurance and retirement benefits, although nowadays there's no telling what kind of health benefits you'll get anymore. Common job tasks. The position, it said, would provide individual and family therapy to children and their families in a variety of settings, including home, office, and school. There would be problems presented to include families where child abuse, neglect, or violence has occurred. It also involves working as a member of the agency clinical team utilizing evidence-based treatment models. I read through the NCFR pamphlet and enjoyed reading Melissa A. Vogel, her career profile. She is a licensed marriage and family therapist and a licensed clinical professional counselor. She's self-employed. She says her job responsibilities include individual, as far as therapy, individual, couple, divorce and remarriage, child, adolescent, and parenting challenges, as well as rural family issues. She also teaches family life education through classes and workshops. Education requirements specifically for the job I looked at, this position required a minimum of a master's degree in social work, counseling, or relevant helping profession. They're looking for experience in areas such as crisis intervention, family therapy, community resource mobilization, and treatment preventing. They also wanted work experience with social services, school This doesn't appear to be a position you can get right out of college because they're looking for somebody that has quite a bit of experience, which you may find. It may be difficult to find a job where they're not looking for somebody with experience, which is why it would be important to have internships and volunteer work behind you. The salary range, again, it's going to depend on how much you work, but really what I mostly saw was about 46,000 to 86, and I think it can really depend on your caseload. I found it interesting reading through Melissa Vola's profile. She suggested that as you are an undergraduate student, to start seeing yourself as a professional, and to use your skills to network with your professors and other professionals in the field, to start getting out there and getting to know people. She also suggested that you distinguish yourself from the crowd by identifying a specialty while you're in school and gear your training and volunteer work to that field. And that'll give you an edge in the workforce. It'll give you an edge saying, I have specific experience in this field. And hopefully you'll be able to find somebody that's looking for that. This is the information I found on the career profile. I found really interesting, and I hope you enjoy. Thanks.